Hi, Mark here. It is Monday, the 29th of September, just after 8 a.m. Eastern. That's just after 12 noon GMT. US session now underway. Let's have a look how the markets are shaping up. US dollar index sold off to start. Bit of a fight back during the European session. Now sitting pretty much in the middle of this range, the range being support at 97.51 and resistance at 97.80. If I look at the hourly, there you can see the initial sell-off, attempted fight back, US dollar fighting at the moment to get back to the resistance area around this 97.80. Sellers, of course, will want to test the intraday support at 97.50. Weak US dollar to start the day. Let's have a look at the S&P. Bearing in mind good hour and a half until Wall Street opens up. So for now, we're looking at the futures market. Strong S&P in the futures market, a gap up to start. I've got support at 6,704 and resistance already at 6,736. Strong move higher. We'll see whether that can be maintained now that the US session underway and once Wall Street gets started. Let's have a look at gold. Wow. Another record day, weak US dollar and strong gold, even though we've seen gold, the demand for gold and the rally in gold um, kind of taking everything in its stride, whether it's strong US dollar, weak US dollar. In fact, when it's strong US dollar, what we see is gold not really coming down, but just maintaining, then just waiting for weak US dollar, and that's when it really kicks in, and we see these new record highs being set on a regular basis. Support 3,764. I've got resistance at 3,828, almost a $60 move already going into the US session. We'll see whether this can be maintained or if not much room to go much higher, and average true range already having been met. Possible push down from here, but I think for gold to weaken, we'll need to see further strength with the US dollar, but a very strong start by gold. Strong start to the day, strong start to the week, and certainly that $4,000 mark will and is being targeted by the bulls. Brent oil. Sell off today. End of last week, we had a strong run by oil, then got held up at the just under the $69 level, couldn't break through. Same thing happened on Friday, and today a sell-off. We can see that I've got resistance at the 68.99, just under the $69 level, and support already at 67.91. Sellers will be looking to test break below this level. Buyers, of course, look for bounce up of current levels and see if they can again get up to test that $69 level. But for now, lower highs, lower lows, uptrend still in place on the dailies. We'll see how that plays out now that the US session is underway. And for now, selling is continuing. Bitcoin. There's the big picture. I had drawn in this descending trend line. If Bitcoin can maintain what we saw over the weekend and get back up, buyers can get up to this descending trend line, might be an opportunity to sell, looking for a bounce down and to continue the series of lower highs. Buyers will want to break above this 114 level, get back up to the test, the 117. Sellers, of course, will look at this resistance we have today at 112.4 and look to bounce down off there. I've got support at 111.5, so a very narrow 1,000 range for now. Doji candlestick confirming the lack of direction. We'll watch through the course of the day and see whether the downtrend can be maintained. If sellers can test and break below this 111, back to the 110, we have seen support all the way down at 108, 109,000. Was reversed on the weekend on Sunday. So we'll watch and see how that plays out during the course of today. Good trading, keep that discipline, and I'll see you at the end of day session.